Hi, my name is Elisheva Abramoff, and I will be interviewing Ken Cook today and what he does for a living. This is back on Council House. Thank you. Hi, Ken.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Oh, what do you do for a living?
I am a principal at BDO and the market leader for the Washington, D.C. area, specifically in our forensic practice.
What types of things do you help people with?
I help clients who are going through litigation, so they're in some kind of lawsuit. I help clients who are being investigated by the government. So they may be being investigated by the Securities and Exchange Commission or the Environmental Protection Agency, and those agencies and the other parties in the litigation, they have a right to receive documents from the company who is under investigation or under in litigation, and it's called discovery. And they exchange, documents related to whatever the topic is about of the investigation or whatever. So I help companies comply with that obligation or requirement that they have to produce their documents. And sometimes, yeah, I mean, it would be easy if it was like 10 documents, but usually productions can be easily hundreds of thousands of documents.
Wow.
Yeah, so it takes a lot, and to keep everything kind of organized too, and to give it to them in an organized manner, in different like folders and things, so that it makes sense, because it's a lot.
Well, do you want to hear what I do for a living?
I would love to hear what you do for a living.
So, um, I have a YouTube channel and I interview people. Actually, I interviewed this chief of police, Chief Nesky, and he's back in Chevy Chase, and he used to be located in a place really far from here. I forgot where, but yeah, and I interviewed him, and I went really well. And he told me how there's this guy, and he was selling drugs, and he helped him. And one day he was just going somewhere, and he saw that same guy. Well, the guy saw him, and the guy said, thank you so much for helping me with my situation, and helping me figure out the problem that I had to solve. So
That is a really great story.
yeah, and then I have other YouTube videos, me being silly, and yeah, but I'm gonna post this on YouTube,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean that's partially what I do for a living, but
Okay.
another thing that I do for a living is I go to stores and my dad buys me stuff,
Oh,
and yeah, I get toys, and sometimes I do lemonade sales, and I sell lemonade, and I also sell like mini gift shop thingies,
nice.
and yeah, so
You're busy.
kind of. But one day I'll be really, maybe I'll work with you, where you'll, work, and maybe I'll keep running this generation of council house, and one day it'll be a big thing, and it's a whole generation of people lined up, and each person lined up in the line, goes after the other.
I think
And
that's great.
it passes on from my generation, your generation.
Why don't you, and we can cut this out, but why don't you ask Ken, what do you like the most about what you do?
What do you like the most about what you do?
I think what I like the most is being able to help clients and companies who are in really stressful situations, and I try to help make it as least stressful as possible
Yeah.
and take some of that stress off their plates and still help them manage their risk. And then I get to talk to a lot of amazing people too. And like your dad, we get to sit down and interview people, and we get to talk to a lot of amazing people. And I think that's really nice to get to know a lot of other people,
Yeah.
to help them with their problems. Yeah,
It was really nice interviewing you, and we'll definitely get together again for maybe in a cafe for lunch. I
coffee.
don't know, to talk about some e-discovery stuff, and it's been very nice meeting you for the first time in my life, and I really hope to interview you again, and hope to one day meet you at your company, and yeah.
Thanks, Elishava. That's really great. I appreciate you interviewing me today, and
Yeah.
you did really well at it.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much for coming on.
You're welcome. It's my
Thank you.
pleasure.